I've been so intrigued to see how NFT projects plan for the future, but most end up disappointing me. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things that Veve does differently, which will make them succeed in the long run. Welcome in everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come and watch this video on the channel. Just before we get started, none of this is financial advice. This is all just my personal experience. Be sure to do your own research. The first thing that I'm going to cover is that they build the foundation before they make empty promises. Most of these NFT projects that are happening, or the crypto projects, the crypto games, they are all just promises right now. We will build this when you invest in us. We are going to do this when you invest in us. Veve started the other way about. They started with how can we build this out first and then start to promote it. They didn't market anything until a couple of months ago. They were only keeping everything within a closed community and everything within themselves. It wasn't until Marvel was announced that they really started using their marketing, and after they'd hired one of the best marketing teams in the world to help them do so. Veve built their platform out. They dropped collectibles, they learned from the mistakes that they made with a smaller user base, and now that they have more than 400,000 people signed up for the platform, more than 60,000 followers on Twitter, and more than 20,000 members in the Discord, they continue to listen to their community about how to move forward and how to continuously make this project something to be remembered. Not many companies either listen to the community that is actually at hand or even give them the chance to give feedback to them. Veve have weekly AMAs where the founders of the project come in, answer all the questions as best as they can, and then give out details about things that are happening in the future in the direction that they see their roadmap going in. Veve made sure that they had a working formula before anything was pushed to everyone else. And what you see with a lot of these NFT projects is that nothing's ready on time, everything's delayed, and when it does come out, everything goes wrong. And it's not to say that Veve doesn't have its problems. Things have went wrong with drops before. The way drops happened, the way people were able to get in and get the lower mints instead of other people, there's always going to be issues. But the fact that Veve listen so intently and then make the switches as quickly as they possibly can to rectify this situation is something I have not seen with any other project on this scale. Yes, in the past, Veve have definitely said things are coming before they're actually ready. And of course, this can hurt a little bit when it comes to the people who want in and out quickly, but for those who are looking in the long run, you understand that this is their excitement for the project and wanting to share all the amazing things that they have behind the scenes. They get so many questions daily and so many things that they must be thinking about. It's no wonder that they want to share all the great that's actually coming with this project. It stands out 10 miles from the other crowds that are trying to build these projects just to make a quick buck. The foundation that Veve chose to build, which will make them stand out compared to the rest, they didn't rush projects because they wanted to make money. They took their time, made sure it was ready, and are now thriving, and they've not even got started yet. We're merely in the first instance of seeing this project rise like never before. Second thing that Veve done differently was partner with the biggest brands in the world who already have existing loyal audiences. Most companies that are starting out now aren't able to get the contracts with big companies. Therefore, they have to grow a community from nothing. They have to grow a community from their art, their story, the artist, the roadmap, and all that sort of stuff. What Veve done was ingenious. They partnered with the biggest brands in the world, Marvel, Batman, Superman, Cartoon Network, Star Trek, Kung Fu Panda, and more, to have these existing audiences ready to be involved with what they do, all whilst building their own community and their own family within it. Veve first started out as more crypto people got into the NFT projects. So in the beginning, especially in March, April time, Veve's Discord was a lot of crypto people talking about the price of the token and how it wasn't rising and how it wasn't going up, when they didn't realize what a gold mine they had come onto. Because they had partnered with the biggest brands, the crypto people were already involved in Veve as a project, as Omi with the token and Veve as the collectible platform. That also meant people who were coming in from the audiences of the brands that Veve are partnered with became a part of that family, meaning 2 things were joining together as one, purely on the basis of crypto and the digital collectibles. What this means going forward is that as the crypto people become more intrigued into Veve and digital collectibles as a whole, they start to become a part of Veve as the family. And the people who are coming in because of the bigger brands and the things that they love to buy these digital collectibles, they will see the family that Veve have created and then also want to join in, sort of multiplying their possibility of growing their own audience as well as helping businesses gain more money through their own IP. No other project has the ability to do this because they cannot get the partnerships with the companies that Veve and Ecomi are actually partnered with. This is why they will succeed so much in the long run, and why companies like Netflix succeeded so much, because they partnered with companies that can provide incredible quality TV shows, movies, and Netflix individual series, and why they are still thriving to this day in the streaming industry. Of course, prices for these projects are going to go up in the future, and I'm guessing once the first contract runs out, Veve is going to have to pay a hefty premium to make sure that these IPs stay with them. But with the continuation of these drops and all the utility that's being added to Omi as a whole, I can see this being the bridge between everything. And the final thing we're going to talk about today is that Veve created a roadmap and a plan with a community that was meant to last. They did not just think about a year ahead, they thought about 5 and 10 years ahead. How can they bring NFTs to the limelight? Now remember, NFTs in 2017 weren't talked about. CryptoPunks were being given out for free at this point, where some of them are going for easily over 500,000. This shows you that their ideas of what they were doing weren't for a quick pump and dump. They were for the future. And because of the team, with people like David Yu and Alfred Kahn being a part of this team, you know that they're not in it for just the money. They're in it to actually bring collectors and comic fans, video game fans, and digital collectible fans all together as one. They're here to make that bridge something that is meant to last a lifetime, not something that's just meant to make them a quick buck for them to run off into the sunset with it. Their roadmap was set out that it would make them successful over a long period of time. Focus on being like an actual company rather than something that just makes $1 million in one day and then that's it. David Yu has made connections over the last 30 years surrounding the physical comics, physical collectibles, and the industry in itself within TVs, movies, and all that sort of stuff. He has this vision of what Veve is supposed to be, and it's already coming to life. With the utility of the Omi token, Immutable X coming as well, with projects being allowed to be on OpenSea, MTL coming this month, and so many other amazing announcements that are going to be happening. It just blows my mind that so many people underestimate this project right now. One of the biggest things that people have the problem with is that you can't take your money out of the Veve app right now. And I get it. You might want your portfolio liquid so that you can invest in anything you want and take out your money whenever you want. That's the big difference about being an investor. You're not here in Veve to make a quick buck in the next day. You're here because you know this will make life-changing money in the future. It's not something you're going to make instant £10 million in one day, but in the long run, you're going to see just why this company is here to stay and why this company is here to be #1 in this platform. To back up that point again, it's not to say you can't make money on the platform. I bought a Givenchy poster for 50 gems, which is equivalent to $50, and sold for 900 about a week after I'd actually purchased it. It does not mean that you cannot earn money on this platform, as I've went from $335, which I put in originally, to well over $10,000 in value of collectibles today. That was if I were to sell them just now, but I have no plan on doing that because I know how valuable these will be when season 15 and 16 come into play. We're 5 years down the line and we have millions of users on the platform. People underestimate these projects till everyone else starts going at it and they say, I wish I bought more at this point. Anything you buy right now is a steal, because everything will become extremely valuable in the future when people realize the quality and the sustainability that this brand actually has. Let me know if you're involved in Veve in the comments down below, and if there's any questions you have, be sure to let me know. But if you are enjoying all the content on this platform, and as I learn more about crypto to hopefully help you learn more, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. I know the video on the screen right now will be something you'll love to watch and learn something from. Have a fantastic day.